Pew pew.
Cure wounds. Just coming at you.
Don't you have to be touching them for that spell? Yes.
Me too. That's about as good. John just sits like 2 inches too far back for him and me to be in the camera a good portion, but it's just what it's gonna have to be.
That's just the way it is.
Very much. Sorry, Ryan. So your purple and white dice.
Yeah.
Is that from your bag set?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Bag set, guard tower, die hard. Field these.
Oh yeah, but
They're weird.
No, they're classic.
group broadcast
They're not,
tag,
like,
we do have a 15% off discount code for Die Hard, so if we want to organize another group order,
19.
it'd be cheaper.
Who won the dice?
No one does.
We're gonna wait.
We're gonna wait for John.
Oh.
The highest and second highest roll on the D100 get the dice.
And you've already said that you have too many dice, so you are
Correct.
disqualified.
You can never have too many dice.
We just gave him another set.
I think as long as my amount is in its space smaller than Laura Bailey's dice bag, I'm okay.
How big's your dice bag?
Gigantic.
Yeah.
It's like a purse full of dice.
Bag
Not the cheap
holding.
kind either.
I want to get into
Liam's
watching
got like a
stream.
meteorite dice, and
Yeah,
Taliesin has like a hollow dice.
that's the one he rolls the d20s on.
Yeah.
He had one in the first campaign that he like threw,
Yeah.
and then Liam caught it. And then he brought it back in like once in like season 2, but I can't remember when.
I don't know.
I don't know, but the hollow dice, Taliesin rolled 7 d20 or 7 natural 20s in one match
And Mercer banned it.
for the game.
I'm about to ban Rachel's dice, dude. She's like never below 15.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous.
You should.
What's your class?
She's Ranger Unearthed Arcana
Doesn't surprise me
class.
because that's like just
Well, being
Liam's.
Ranger too.
Liam's almost never under 15.
No, Rachel.
Rachel.
Our
No,
friend.
I know, but I'm like listening to Critical Role.
Is he a Ranger?
He's a rogue, but
Oh, yeah.
close in style.
Laura's the Ranger.
Well, yeah, Vex.
With tricks.
I love their shirts.
Trinket.
I'm Vex. That's really funny.
I don't understand how they confuse those two, or they don't understand which one they're talking to.
That's twins.
No, I know, but
Do it all the time.
I don't know if they're purposely mispronouncing Vex and Vax, or they're just not paying attention to who they're talking to at the time, and they're thinking V something.
Maybe a little both, but it makes it more real.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Fuck. I gotta text Matt real quick.
Find that.
'Cause I needed him to from my phone. I actually cannot choose D&D as a streaming channel,
Oh.
so I have to start under like Let's Chat or just talking or whatever.
Snapchatting, man.
All the annoying.
Why can't you choose D&D?
I don't know. They just don't let me. So he has to actually.
Because what he's doing is he's getting it so that anybody who's watching can't pull up our stats and look at our character sheets. Because it's connected, right? You're doing that one?
No.
Oh, what are you doing?
Because you guys don't have. I don't have everybody's character sheets.
Oh, well.
That's why he wanted us to log into that
Fuck
thing.
everybody.
No, I'm.
I did what I could.
I'm literally talking about like the Twitch channel we're streaming to.
Oh, okay.
I would like to stream to.
D&D, so
D&D.
people look up D&D, there's a chance that it pops up.
Yeah. Well, not a chance it will.
Gotcha.
Well, it's not Thursday, so we're
That's
safe
true.
from Critical Role.
They have Thursdays locked down.
Yeah.
I didn't log in.
There is some snack if people want snack.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah, we just finished eating too.
How's a little brother?
It's good. We made a soccer team.
Nice.
The West Virginia Alliance FC.
It's like MLS.
Football club.
But it's MLS, something else.
USL,
Something else.
USL champions, USL 2, USL 3.
No, USL 1, USL 2.
Can you check the stream? Are we under
Fine.
D&D? It's telling me.
How do
it's
I-
telling-
Check that.
It'll say like.
Talk shows and podcasts.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's close.
Keep refreshing.
Talk shows and podcasts.
Are you just looking for Color Kid, or are you looking up for like
Low rollers.
low rollers?
The Low Rollers.
Gaming.
Gaming.
6 viewers.
5 of them are here.
Yeah. That's fun. Numbers is numbers.
5 of them are here.
D&D Mir Series Episode 2 Metro.
Talk shows and podcasts.
English IRL.
Mir-
Shit, people can look at the porn I'm watching. I can clearly see my iPad.
Better turn the brightness down, son.
Brightness all the way up. Twitch don't know what's coming at them.
Oh no, we're in D&D.
As I say, I see. All I see is D&D.
So we might not be well, I mean, on my screen it wasn't showing it, but we're actually in the D&D channel, and that's all I care about.
Okay.
Oh, is that the dash before the Mir series?
Oh, I see Dungeons and Dragons now.
No, like, on Twitch you can browse different games. D&D is its own thing. I had to get in the category.
Oh, yeah. Mine
I can set the
switched.
title or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yes, D&D The Mir Series, Episode 2, Metro.
Da, 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 da.
And what time did John say he's going to be here? Probably 2
About
hours.
8.
He said he finishes at 8.
But he also said it was only about 15 minutes, so he won't be.
8:30 at the latest,
Ah.
probably.
Alright, as much as I want to have that up, I'm not happy.
So, gents. Reorganizing my screen. Okay.
DJ.
Session 1 recap.
Why though?
Because I can.
The gang, you guys are the gang, the other guys are the team, you guys are the gang.
I like ours better.
The gang began the day in individual cells, being prepared for something that they could only hear about in bits and pieces. Deciding it best not to wait around, Keylen burned down his cage cells and nearly escaped death with the help of a stranger. Laxmope and Lok'Tar fought their way out of their cells in another room, and in another room, Riynor, Rikzu, and Randy were able to escape their cells and join the others to form a party. Finding their gear and moving through the building landed them in an arena where they were prepped to be sacrificed to the local god, a dragon. In this sacrificial pit, they were not seen as fit to be sacrificed by the god, and were able to make their escape to the nearby town of Dracon. There they were given a tip on how to find the underground society known as the Metro, and to try and advance in the world and to find more information. They made their way to the Dead Gardens and found an old fountain that headed a passage to an unknown society that lie in wait. And this is where we return to the world right now. So you guys are making your way down the moistened cavern with dirt walls.
Moist.
Yes. Moist. Working your way down the tight, moist walls.
Do we hear anything right now?
Make a perception check, baby.
We use the new blood colored dice.
First roll of the game?
7.
First of all, this one. You can hear general like clatter and cheering, similar to what you guys heard at the last bar you went to, the frothy brim. Here it is, keyboard. So it's like a raucous. You can't necessarily make out conversations or singular sources. It's basically one big noise.
If I recall correctly, Laxmope had a torch lit. Is that right?
I don't remember.
I vaguely remember. I think he did.
I think he did.
Because I vaguely remember lighting it.
Somebody
it
had a
is
torch.
dark, right?
Yeah, you pressed
I
the...
I pressed the digitation hit. I'm pretty
That
sure he has a
sounds
torch.
familiar.
Yeah.
I have to keep pressing digitation just to make sure you're not pulling any shit.
I will pull. It says light and
Have it bookmarked or something.
it is bookmarked. It's a cantrip, so I can always find it.
No, you can cast it whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I just need to make sure you're casting it correctly.
Instantaneous light or snuff out a candle, torch or small campfire.
Okay.
It's
So if Laxmope pulled out a torch, Keylen, hey, let me get that for you.
Finger guns.
That could be canon that Keylen taught Laxmope the finger guns.
That's how some nobles do it.
And he'd probably just look at you and just go, fucking nobles.
But then he'd give it right back.
Yeah, right. But that was cool. Yeah. So you guys make your way through the tunnel. And the lower down you go, so at the beginning, they're just kind of makeshift dirt steps that are dug out into the ground. Nothing fancy, but the lower you go, the more brick and stonework that you actually see. It becomes more defined. So it's now an actual stone, a dark gray stone hallway that arches about 7 feet over you guys. So it's for you guys who are taller, it's pretty low, but you can get down without banging your head. You do pass lanterns. As the noise gets louder, you can hear music, lutes and percussion.
Can I do a stone cutting check to learn the origin of the stonework on Laxmope? He said if I saw an opportunity to use it to go for it.
Yes.
Sure.
Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
I don't even know what kind of check. It sounds like it'd be a history check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So history.
Maybe investigation for stonework. I don't know.
Oh, it does say history.
Okay.
Well, it says whenever you make an intelligence parentheses history check, add double. But D&D Beyond already adds the proficiency, right? So I just add it once more.
What is his intelligence modifier? Just intelligence.
-1.
But he's proficient in history.
Yes. So he has a +1 to history,
So
but a -1 in.
So roll the d20 and add 3.
Yep. He's proficient.
And add 3. Because he's doubling his proficiency.
15.
Okay.
That's not bad.
So he's like walking down and just goes, "This is beautiful stonework. This must be from the eastern side of Patuk. Or the western side from Patuk."
What?
Western?
Eastern. It is eastern. Patuk, yeah, Patuk is
Can you
east.
spell that?
P-E-T-U-K-H. Yeah, Patuk is east of west of the delete line. So you guys are on the west side of the delete line, and it's on the east side of the kingdom.
Okay.
So it's very close to the line.
Gotcha.
You need to go east of west. What? Sorry, north of south?
Go west, but go east of that.
I thought you said west.
So he just starts rubbing the stone. Excellent craftsmanship. And then you guys are just letting him rub the stone.
What?
Yes.
What? Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, he's just rubbing the stone. Let's keep going though.
So for whatever reason he starts doing it, you guys shuffle past him. And you guys enter an entire room down here. The main room down here is large enough, what looks like to hold a few hundred people, with high ceilings hovering over darkened and faded wooden supports that run up the walls to form grand archways that hang various lanterns and lights and the occasional noose. The room mostly looks like it was carved out of the rock, where it is bricked in some points, so it's not entirely bricked over. It looks like a lot of patchwork. Many of the tables and chairs in the room look like they were just part of the room and they just carved around it and flattened it off to form natural tables and chairs. And within this, it came massive tree roots that they actually used to form the bar. The bar itself is one massive tree root, and it is one of the few things in the entire space that has color to it. Behind the bar, against the wall, there is a hodgepodge of shelves of different shapes, sizes. Some of them look to be antiques. They hold various drinks. Some of them have glass on them, some of them don't. The antique one looks like it has elegant carvings to it, so They probably acquired these wherever and whenever they could. Maybe they had permission, maybe they didn't. The air down here is thick with the scent of cheap alcohol emanating from the bar, which is headed by a 7-foot, gruff-looking, hulking mass of muscle. His gray, leathery skin leads up to a body with no shirt on, topped off by a rounded head with a long, protrusive jar that leads up to a single stubby horn. Next to him, on the far end, cleaning glasses and just kind of keeping an eye on things, restocking his shelves, is a dark, red-skinned creature in blue clothing. He doesn't have sleeves. He has cloudy white eyes with no pupils, 2 large horns coming out from above his eyebrows, extending to the back of his head. The rest of the scene is kind of a mix of races and classes, I guess you could say. All kinds of people you'd love to see at a party. People are drinking, there's music going on in the background. There is a lofted space.
What kind of music?
Festive music.
There's sound effects tonight.
No, I deleted everything off the tablet.
What?
Yeah, I was like, this is a work tablet. So I just do everything browser. I could probably get something going on.
It's okay.
No, it's okay.
Well, you already said it.
I did.
I'm sorry.
So,
Does
How
just,
many-
just out of curiosity, does the barkeep that was cleaning the glasses, does he just so happen to have a tail?
yes.
Why does that matter?
He's attracted to tails.
I just think he might be a tiefling, and tieflings can be very strong
True.
and evil.
Yeah, they can be nice though.
They
Or like
can be nice,
bartender.
but
How many?
Why are you
people-
judging? You're such a
I'm not.
racist.
I'm just
How
trying
many
to
people
figure
did
that
you say were in the room?
Make perception checks. See if you
I
can
know,
determine
really,
that.
man.
Was it D20?
Yeah, d20 plus your perception mod.
7.
Best you can guess, there are at least a dozen.
So before we get ourselves killed, what do we need to go around and ask people? I mean, are we just gonna go up to some dude and be like, "Hey, you want to kill this fucker?" Or
No, definitely not that. We need to make nice.
Yeah, especially you two.
Excuse me, I lost the fight by paying off the other guy.
Hey, good work.
So you guys just like, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, and Keylen, ooh.
Can I just start dancing with this, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna start dancing randomly.
Okay, make a performance check. Let's see how you do.
What am I rolling for that?
So anytime you have a check or a save, you roll your d20. Yeah, that one. So keep that one close. And then you have a performance modifier, which is right there. So just a straight roll for you.
18.
All right.
Alright.
Get it, Randy.
So you guys all enter. You don't really notice many people looking at you like, oh, you fucks are out of place. You guys generally fit in with the crowd. And then Randy just
Yes.
and just starts like going at, and you guys are like, wow. Like the way he just moves with the music, his arms, nothing about it is weird or like out of place. He
This shit.
goes between tables, and you actually get a few tips.
Fuck
You
yeah.
get 13 copper. How you doing, Ghost?
I want to
Can
find
load
an
back
empty
up.
table and just kind of a place we can congregate for a little bit.
Yeah, so for the sake of it, you guys kind of make your way through the room. People,
Maybe get
same
some
as
drinks.
you, people just kind of check you out. You guys are able to find a small stonework table because they're all carved out of the floor.
Have a drink instead of, or before interrogating people.
Yeah.
Loosen
Loosen us up.
Act casual.
Yes.
I'm good unless someone can spot me a pint.
Yeah.
My shit crashes. This is gonna be real awkward.
Even my character sheet just disappeared on me, so.
Okay, so it doesn't disappear. So you guys
What?
sitting at the table, on the sort of going behind, above the doorway where you came in, going along the back wall and some of the side, you can see there is not a lofted area. It's not hanging over. It's actually built into the stonework. So it's cubed out, and there are people
Recessed.
strolling about. Yeah, they're
It's the second level.
Okay.
Yeah, there are ornate wooden railings to keep people from falling. A lot of people here are drinking. And in one corner, you can notice there are like elegant curtains draped loosely over. You can't see inside, but you can't see inside. But around them, there are a couple guys with swords on their hips, keeping an eye on things.
What kind of armor are those guys wearing? Are they guards? Are they guards or like are they?
Make perception checks. You can figure it out.
You're not gonna fight them.
No, I'm not. 10.
Most of the guards you've seen typically have a uniform, or at least a crest of some kind. These look more mercenarial, if that's a word.
And they're like flanking the entrance to the curtained room.
They're basically posted on either side, so yeah.
And were we here to see someone, or we just? I know we were told to come here, and we found it pretty easily. But I don't recall if we were supposed to see someone directly, or.
Well, we're trying to kill Ivan, right?
Yeah.
Kill.
Well, the odd
dismember
family.
main- Yeah. Well, Ivan's the first one. He's the ruler of this area anyway.
Is there anyone that seems like they're in charge of the tavern area, or
Probably his barkeep or the housework.
You're probably able to discern whoever it is probably the one behind the curtains. But that's on another level with guards posted beside it.
Do we see the stairs on the second level?
You can make perception check.
Uh, 12.
Yeah. So where you guys came in, the bar is on the left side, the recess is along the back wall and along the side. You can see, like looking around, like what the fuck are the stairs? Further back to the right, there's a large kind of group of crowd around that area, but that's where you can see a few people ascending.
and those stairs are separate from the curtains off area.
By little ways, yeah.
The curtain off area is on the second level.
Okay, that's on the second one. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe we should go up and see if we can get an audience with whoever's in charge. Does that sound good?
One time nods. He's just kind of looking around at all the underground shit. Is he still? Is turtles don't like underground, so he's only.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's do that.
We'll walk up to the go up the stairs, see if we can talk the guards into letting us go see their master.
So you guys get at a table. Let's go there. You get back up, make your way through the crowd, and get to the where the stairs are, and like in the corner, somehow hidden but still massive, is a elephant creature. Ooh. Huge arms. The one thing you notice is that it has metal and leather workings in the armor. There are nothing on the arms, and you can see its skin is rifled with all kinds of cut marks on both sides, with two large scimitars on its back. And it just stands in front of you.
Warmonger.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We request an audience with your master.
So this thing is about 8 feet, so it's towering to you. Comes down. Go away.
Technically, I'm a half elf.
Fucking know this shuffle off.
Rikzu. Message received.
He's gonna have to bribe him.
Would 10 gold get us in to see your master? I'm a little strapped for cash. That's all about I got.
How much gold do I have?
All right.
Let's go back and sit down.
Maybe we can get information out of the bartender
Yeah.
on who's up there. Ask indirectly.
Yeah.
But I got 0 charisma, so
I have 0 gold, so I can't persuade him to do anything.
I can buy the round. I just probably should not be the one to talk to the bartender.
You want to go to the bar?
I'm
bar with
pretty
me?
good on persuasion and persuasion.
We'll need 4 hands to carry.
Yeah.
I got +3 for both, so I can talk.
I got
So
+4.
we saunter up to the bartender.
Excuse me, barkeep. My friend and I here would like to buy a round for our group. We just rolled in.
Which one are you talking to? There's 2 of them.
The
1 horn or 2 horns?
one horn gentleman.
So the massive shirtless.
Yes, the massive shirtless guy.
Sounds good.
What kind of drinks?
Just an ale would be good.
Pulls out a massive jug with what's mitt, and then these, like, comparatively to its hands, these tiny mugs. How many?
5.
5.
Well, Lok'Tar has 3 fingers, so he says 5, but holds up 3.
Good to see you guys. You're not familiar.
No.
Are you new here?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we need memberships?
Who told you about this place?
Wasn't the barkeep at the Randy Bastard?
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't have the name.
Ghost, what are you doing?
What is his name?
He's trying to go behind his cage.
That's my dog.
He's so cute.
Does everybody have his name?
I'm gonna go to the other bartender.
Okay. So the dragonborn dancing in the background, like, looks at you guys like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna go to the other one. Just starts like mamboing over, like, hey.
Unfortunately, sir, his name escapes my mind, but we were just at the Randy Bastard in Yod, and we were told to come here.
Interesting. What do you want? Okay, I actually have to pause the stream again because my Chrome browser froze and shut down, and I have to relog in, and it's gonna mess up my phone.
I do not have his name.
Quick restart. Yikes.
Did Laxmope have him?
Yeah, I just printed those out,
Okay.
so there's no
You won't
notes or
have notes.
anything.
Gotcha.
He just sent me a
I don't
PDF
have-
with the character
I have
sheet, and
two.
then I